Hey, what's up everybody? This is going to be a Starcraft 2 game. It's going to be Protoss versus a Terran. It's going to be a classic matchup. So you see this guy, he thinks he's always afraid of Terran. He says Terran's overpowered because Terran is really strong now. Like, they have really strong Widow Mines and blah blah blah. So Fast War Factory, that's a sign of a Cyclone rush. Or sometimes they even do other rushes with the factory, but Cyclone rush is like pretty much the strongest, rush with the factory in this expansion for Terran. I mean, and you could bring the SCVs and you could repair them. And I mean, you could bring multiple SCVs and, double or triple to repair, and it gets ridiculous. But, I mean, these things could really hold their own. And the best unit to stop him is either Immortals or Phoenix, if you're a Protoss. So anyway, here we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They have like freaking Gatling guns. They're like Gatling guns, but they got like cyborg air missiles too. So there's Adepts, are only going to be able to do so much. I notice he doesn't have a pylon down there. If he can't do an overcharge down there. Here comes more. I don't know why he doesn't shoot at the mothership core, but he's trying to get probes, I guess. That's like the number one thing. Okay, here comes the Immortal. Remember I said that's one of the units that counter it because of the fact that it's like one of the few units early game that have enough armor to, withstand the freaking brutal machine gun of that Cyclone. So here we go. He's trying to hang in there. He lost a couple of probes, but he's got one base. Notice that the Terran has one base. The Protoss has two bases, even though the Protoss lost a lot of stuff. He's not in super bad shape. Not in super bad shape. Here goes more Cyclones. Okay, now actually, he didn't do a complete all-in, that Terran. Did I say that he did? I mean, he did rush, but he was later with the second base. Terrans are usually later with the second base because of the fact that they get to upgrade first. They get to upgrade on the main base first, so they spend the money on that before they get to second base a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time, like now. So, Observer over there. More Cyclones. I noticed it's in slightly fast forward just to get to the next part where we battle, and that's how I do most of the games on here. And this guy, these are Diamond 2 players, so these are pretty good players. So he's got sentries, he's got stalkers, he's got a whole army ready to go. Notice how he uses that. He uses that war prism just to get units closer to the battle. So anyway, he's got that force shield from the sentries are good. Terran could hold his own a little bit, huh? He thinks that siege tanks are overpowered. They're really strong with the splash damage. They are ridiculous. When I started playing Starcraft back in Wings of Liberty, I saw the siege tank. I was like, "Holy shit! Is this like a freaking real unit? I mean, how are you gonna fight this thing? It's ridiculous." I mean, if ever you play a lot, you find a way to fight it. But I mean, they are really strong still, though. Oh, why is the Terran accidentally picked up some of his own guys? That was a bad idea. See, there's 4 guys, but anyway, those Immortals are tanking and the sentries, and looks like the Terran should be able to hold them off right here. How much damage did the Protoss do? Looks like they're about equal, I guess. But you see, if he was like a gold player, he might have not ran away. Well, the silver player, say if he was like a silver or bronze, he would have kept fighting and then lost out the rest of his units. So he's gonna build up more units and going for another attack. The Protoss is gonna be the aggressor. And the stim packs and God, that siege tank missile. This looks so strong. I don't know how that war prison flew past that missile defense turret and not die. I used to call them Patriot missiles because I used to play regular 2, and anything that looks like a Patriot missile, I call it a Patriot missile. But it's just called a missile turret, which is kind of the same name that they have in Red Alert 3. They just call it a missile turret or defense turret. How boring is that? Call it a Patriot missile. My God, it sounds awesome. That's one thing I like about Red Alert 2. They named the units, you know, Patriot missile. That's a hardcore air defense right there. So, I don't know if... Okay, this is the thing. When you're behind with Terran, I don't like this medevac drop sometimes because... I mean, 2 medevac drops, if he loses that, it's going to hurt him and he might lose the game. Now, what the fuck? If you lose that, you suck. I mean, he better not lose that. So here comes Colossus. These Colossus are really strong, guys. Now, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think our diamond player is that stupid to run into his own army. It's just almost impossible. You would never make it a diamond if you do stuff like that. I mean, he could get shot down if he just barely tries to run away after killing a couple of probes, and then the blink from the Starcraft hits him and something. But no way a diamond player is gonna do something like that. So, researching Templar archives. He's researching the storm, so that's gonna. It's like really a hardcore, freaking strong thing. And when I was like, it actually took me until recently because I never used high Templars to realize how they work until like a couple months ago. They actually do damage over a few seconds in the area. They hit air and ground, but you can't just like shoot them like they're like a missile that just impacts and then explodes. You gotta hit it where like was kind of like it just kind of will rip if they're gonna be in that area. Like, if someone's going to be in the area for 2 or 3 seconds or more, you know, that's when you use the thing and it rips everything up. The storm. It's going to kill some of these probes. It's going to be, no, should he run or what? Yeah, I mean, he killed some probes. I don't know how many. See what I said about the blink? Blink finished. He got one of them. Was that a good exchange or not? I think maybe, because... Well, for one, there's probes, you don't need them anymore, but he could take some of those probes and put it to his third base. He needs some stuff on his third base. The Protoss does, I mean. So, how many bases? The Terran's starting... Looks like Terran's like... I think he's ready to get his next base up. But the Protoss isn't going to give him too much time. He's going to attack. He's going in for the kill. Oh, man, this is a... Man, trying to survive, man, honestly, when you're playing against a guy like this, that's going to attack with all this crap, like, really hit you hard. It's, you know, it gets crazy. Where's his siege tanks? You know, that was a unit that he was complaining about. That's, yeah, there's one, there's 2. A lot of sentries. I don't know, he's making a lot of sentries. That's interesting. Maybe he's trying to, like, do something with force shields. Uh-oh. That was not good for blue. Hopefully there wasn't too much in that stuff for that blue. Anyway, here we go. Protoss is good because he has 3 Colossus. So he's High Templars. Notice how they always get out of the storm. They always get out of the High Templar storm. Oh, shoot. Oh, the way he's got it set up is so... All this 4 Colossus are getting in all their damage. If you let 4 Colossus unload all the damage, chances are the Protoss is gonna win. I mean, nice try, but I mean, man, he got him bad at the end. I really don't know what the Terran could have done different, but he did not survive at the end. Good game. That was a good game. So this Colossus and that Protoss is